Hello, welcome back to Jessie K Creates. It is Jessica, and in today's video, I am sharing with you guys my take on the May 2023 Sheetload of Cards from CallMeCraftyAl here on YouTube. Now, if you're not familiar with Sheetload of Cards, every month, Alicia from CallMeCraftyAl creates a card sketch where she lets you know all of the supplies that you need and how many cards you're going to get from the sheet load. Usually it's somewhere between 6 to 12 cards, so if you need to make a lot of cards quickly, sheet load is great for that. The sheet load also gives you the cutting dimensions that you need for all of your papers to make your set of cards. So it makes card making really easy, and it's also a great way to use up the pattern paper that you have in your stash, because I know that a lot of you are like me and that you hoard your pattern paper. So I'm trying to use more of my supplies instead of just letting them sit and be pretty on my desk. All right, so I did stick pretty close to the sheet load this month, but before I get into the cards, let me show you the paper I use. I used this Mint to Be 12 by 12 paper pad from Craftsmart. I picked this up from Michael's a few years back. You can see it was one of their hot buys. I just picked out two patterns that I liked and used those for my card. Now, if I was remaking these cards, I might have picked some slightly busier patterns, but in the end, I think these cards turned out super duper cute. So let me get into the cards. All right, so here's the card, and you can see I did stick pretty close to the sketch this month. The biggest difference is just that I added some extra embellishments to my cards. And one of the main reasons I did that is because one of the papers I use is a little bit on the plain side. I think it's still really pretty, but I just wanted to add some extra interest to this card since the background is a little bit on the simple side. Now, for the sentiment on these cards, I use this. If you could see my face, you'd see the smile you put on it. I love that sentiment. I think it's so wonderful. And it is from the Stampin' Up! Thankful Thoughts stamp set. And I think that sentiment, you could use it for a lot of different things. Of course, you could use it for a thank you card, but it could also be really great for just like a miss you card or a thinking of you card. And one of the things that I really loved about this month's sheet load was that it gives you a lot of space to use a larger sentiment. So it was nice to be able to use one like this that takes up a little bit more space on the card and really make the sentiment be part of the, the focal part of the card, because it is such a pretty sentiment. Okay, so now I did pop up this panel, just this tiny one, onto some foam tape. I am donating these. I hope you can see that it is popped up. There you go. I think you can see that. I am donating these cards, so I didn't want to add too much dimension because I did want them to still be easy to send in the mail. I also added some white twine to my cards. And that's mainly because I have a lot of it in my craft room and I never use it. And I'm trying to use up more of my supplies instead of just letting them gather dust in a box or on a shelf, because I get more joy from my supplies when I actually use them. So I decided to add twine to all of the cards. You can also see all of these cards have these really pretty flowers on them. To make the floral embellishments on my cards this month, I used this Spellbinders Be Bold Blooms die set. I bought this because I had a lack of floral dies in my stash, and since I've purchased this, I've used it so many times already. I just think it's a good stash builder if you need floral dies. So I just picked papers that matched the yellow and the mint in the pattern paper. So the mint is Concord and 9th Sea Glass, and the yellow is Concord and 9th Buttercup. And then for the centers, I just used black, since on the pattern paper, the flowers have black in their centers as well. just so that everything would really tie in together and coordinate really well. Now for these cards, you do make 12 of them. So if you need to make a lot of cards, this is a great sheet load for that. And these cards are pretty much, you know, they're all the same. They pretty much all either look like this or they look like this. And I think that's fine because these are being donated. So they're not going to the same person. Everyone's going to send them to someone different. So it's okay if you get a lot of the same card. Oh, and then lastly, I just added some silver bling onto the cards just for a little bit of extra sparkle and shine. So those were the 12 cards that I made with the May 2023 Sheetload of Cards from CallMeCraftyAl. I'm so curious, do you guys make sheet loads every month? I try to because I do like to donate my cards. I did get a little bit behind recently, but I'm all caught up now, thank goodness. And I'm really excited to donate these cards because I think they're gonna make someone smile and I think they're gonna make someone happy. But let me know in the comments below. Do you make a sheet load of cards every month? I'd love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, if you want this sheet load, I'll have the video linked in the description box below, where Alicia tells you how you can get the sheet load for free so that you can make some of these as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you don't miss any future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.